Hello, welcome to Cook to Survive, the new Netflix podcast with Alina Minerva and Atsiri Lopez. Today, our special guest is Guillermo Brandt. Hello, everyone. How everything is going? Welcome to this very special second podcast.
Well, today we have very exciting news for Formula One fans. And Atsiri, could you give us some hints about this podcast?
Well, like everyone knows here, I'm married with Max Verstappen, so I have a very exciting news today. We're going to give a new opportunity direct for Monaco to for a cooking experience with your favorite Formula One drivers.
Well, today we also have our very first client for this experience. So, Memo, how do you feel about being here and about the whole experience?
And so generally, I feel so happy in being here, in this podcast, and also talking about my experience. I really like it to be cooking with my favorite drivers.
We are really appreciate that you are here, Memo.
Thank you.
So, what if we get started? Talk about your experience cooking. If I'm not wrong, you cook with Sebastian Vettel and Fernando Alonso, right?
Yeah, I really like the experience, some of my favorite drivers.
Well, I am the chef of this experience, so I can't really say a lot about this. And well, Atsiri can tell us more about how she came up with this idea. So Atsiri, can you tell us how did you create this?
Well, exactly. One day at night, I was talking with my husband, and I said, "Oh my God, the drivers don't have a lot of meet and greets. So what if we make a really good experience cooking?" And he said, "Oh my God, it's fine." So we do it.
And Atsiri, how did Max help with creating this experience? Because I know he's your husband.
Well, he was no happy to do it, but he do everything to make me happy. So he talked with his mates or friends, and all accept, because the money that we get is for a foundation for drivers that are starting their career.
And Memo, what do you think about Max Verstappen? Does he seems like a nice man?
Yeah, definitely. I can think that Max Verstappen was a really good person in the experience. I really like it to be with him cooking.
Well, how did you get involved in this experience?
Well, I've known Atsiri since I was 15 years old. So when we were a little bit older, she came to my house and I told her I was a professional chef. And then she told me that she was creating a Formula One experience. And then we came up with this idea about making a cooking contest with pilots. And now here we are.
Well, the audience always want the truth, so we get a really interview and review from principal the Mediterranean and chef with provides of Nervi north of Italy. So Memo, how do you feel about cooking new food like the Monaco food is?
And I thought I had good thoughts about the experience, because I haven't cooked before Monaco's traditional food, and now that I had the experience, I think that all this food and generally its culture is really well. I like it. I love it.
Well, like everyone knows, and I don't know if you know, in Monaco was like a very little country, so some ingredients have a 1,000 years that are integrated to Monaco. Although Monaco is a rich country, but some of their food, like the food, is a dessert that come from France or Italy. All the Monaco food is not like Monaco. Comes from Italy and France, and the history background is that the majority of the food comes from the bad moment that the France or Italy were passing with not a lot of money, with a lot of poverty, so they make food with the things that are easy to get. Now in Monaco you get it, but like a rich food or like an expensive food, because I don't know if you know that Monaco is one of the most expensive countries in the world. So say Monaco is a rich country. Some of the dishes are not representing the Monaco society. It represents more like French or Italian society that don't have a lot of money and have to work hard for it and give food to their family. So that's the thing that we help Monaco, but Oslo, I think that not represent Monaco society, represents more the Italian and the French society. Monaco, we select Monaco because it's like the most famous country and the country that are more related with the Formula One.
Well, Memo, you as a guest, what do you think about the food and the historical background?
Yeah, so now I thought like the food like it was a really delicious because like a great combination between Italian and French cultures, and yeah, I think that it was like a really well combination with the food. And now talking like about the cultural background, yes, I think like that is like a really well combination and like a cultural impact on it.
So now, if you do this experience that is a little bit expensive, you are helping a lot of people, because yes, we help the new Formula drivers that want to start his careers, but Oslo helps the poverty, and we are doing this experience with my husband and my best friend to, like giving our part to the society.
Well, it's crazy in fact that some dishes went from being made up of poor circumstances to being one of the most expensive dishes in one of the most luxurious countries in the world. So guys, do you really think that these dishes represent the cultural background of Monaco?
Yes, but no, because like I say, Monaco is a rich country. Some of the dishes are not representing the Monaco society. It represents more like French or Italian society that don't have a lot of money and have to work hard for it and give food to. Well, Alina, you as a chef, what do you think about the geographic food? You know that Monaco, Italy, and France, that are the dishes come from, are Mediterranean, so they have a lot of seafood, Oslo, like the rest of food. What do you think about the combination and how this geographic affects?
Well, people in Monaco really like seafood, and you can clearly see that in almost every dish. At least in this experience, we have shrimp, fish, or salmon, and so you can really see that we have a really close approach to Mediterranean food, and it's a really good combination because people really likes it and enjoys it.
Well, thank you very much, Alina, Memo, come. And with this we end the Cook to Survive. Thank you, and if you want to book the experience, enter to our Airbnb page called Cook to Survive in the Monaco Casino. Thank you very much. Memo, thank you. Give an applause to the Memo.